smallest towns to the biggest cities competing for 5 titles. CISN's coverage of the 2017 state tournament is brought to you by Mid-American Energy, CenturyLink, Atlantic Coca-Cola Bottling Company. Now let's go courtside at Wells Fargo Arena for the play-by-play.
Ask anyone you know, they will tell you the best meat comes from Fairway. We take pride in our meat counter and choose nothing but the best choice beef for our customers. From ribeyes to ribs, chicken to brats, we have them all. From grilling season to crock-pot weather, we have you covered. Fairway, best at choice beef.
Maybe Regina plays. We'll find out, though.
Yeah, and you look at that, and sometimes it's hard to judge when you look at those regular season records, because if you play, you can have stronger teams in your conference and in your area that you play, and sometimes you come in with an undefeated record and it may not tell the whole story on it, but then it plays out when you get down here, as you say.
That's right. Ashton Verbeek is the scoring leader in Class 2A from Western Christian. The junior has 23 points. Kenzie Kennard from Logan Magnolia with just short of 19 points. Emma Atwood, Central Decatur at 18. Mary Crompton at 18.7 for Regina. Mackenzie Roberts from Van Meter has just under 17. Let's move on to Class 3A now, Dar, as we get you ready for tip-off and just coming up at the top of the hour here on CISN.TV. Glad to have you aboard. Thank you for your patience and trying to hear us there. Class 3A, Tuesday starts at 11:45 with Prairie City Monroe and Sioux Center. Prairie City Monroe back to the state tournament for the first time in quite a while. Sioux Center undefeated, 24-0. Cherokee and Crestwood will do battle at 1:30. Then Davenport Assumption, Center Point Urbana at 3:15. And then the nightcap of Class 3A, Clear Lake and Pocahontas area. And if you thought what everybody thinks of Pocahontas, all you have to do is look at the program. And see what people think about. That is really all you need to know. That's Ellie Ruffridge.
Yeah, and that's the player there. And when you look at the scoring, they're the top points per game team, 80.2, the only one. Now, Cherokee's up close to 80 points a game, but they're able to score quite a bit here, and that scoring doesn't always tell you, but when you're averaging consistently 80 points a game, that gives you a little indication here that they have a good offensive machine and a good score.
Pocahontas area, I believe they have lost once. They lost to Nevada in a regular season game. It was on a Friday night. It was a great game. In fact, it went to overtime. That was even a state title game a couple of years ago. Ellie Ruffridge averaging 30 points a game. The next closest scoring average is Emily Snelling of Clear Lake at 19.4. Shannon Pisney from Crestwood at 18 points. Sioux Center, Pokey, Center Point, Urbana Crestwood go 1, 2, 3, 4 in Class 3A. And those games all tip off on Tuesday here on CISN. We're going to step aside for a quick 30-second break. We'll come back. We'll talk 4A, 5A, and, oh, by the way, we'll have basketball. You're watching the Girls State Tournament from Des Moines.
I'm an environmentalist working hard to protect Iowa's natural resources.
I'm an employer committed to providing a safe workplace for Iowans.
I'm a farmer consistently producing quality products for consumers worldwide.
I'm an animal welfare advocate, protecting and promoting animal well-being in everything I do.
We're Iowa hog farmers, and we care.
And we care.
Back inside Wells Fargo Arena as you take a look at Springville on the right side of your screen in black, and Burlington Notre Dame in the gold shorts there on the left side of your screen. We're just about
center court there at Wells
center
Fargo,
court, and that's where we're sitting.
Yeah, isn't it nice?
I don't have to bring my glasses or come up with cheaters or anything like that this year,
But
John.
you should have reminded me to bring my leg warmers as we sit on top of the ice here.
I know.
They put the basketball floor on top of the ice, and my feet are already starting to get cold. So if you hear tapping on the broadcast, that's me tapping my toes to try to get them warm here.
And not just singing and dancing
no.
like
well,
normally
I won't
would.
sing because there's a lawsuit about that.
That's
me
true.
Singing, so
That's true.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Class 4A and take a look at their bracket. And you can see, again, great squads. We will have a new champion in 4A. By the way, I didn't finish that with 3A. Pocahontas is the defending champion, does have the chance to defend. Class 4A, Mason City not here this year. Class 4A will feature North Scott and Nevada Tuesday night at 6:45. Then the final game on Tuesday will be at 8:30, featuring the Saints of Cedar Rapids Xavier and the Grinnell Tigers, 19-4 and third ranked in Class 4A. Then we turn around, come right back Wednesday morning with Boone, who won on a last-second shot. Fantastic finish against Dallas Center Grimes.
Great.
That was. And then Marion, number 1, 22-1. The only loss for the Indians is Linmar at the rivalry weekend in Cedar Rapids back in early January. And then the final game of 4A is a team who was here. Both of these teams, in fact, they played last year at the state tournament. Council Bluffs, Lewis Central, and Pella, the Dutch. That'll be Class 4A. So you've got Marion that plays a very good conference and occasionally plays some of their teams nearby in the Cedar Rapids Metro to get better competition. Marion's an outstanding squad, but let's not look past Nevada.
Yeah, and they talk about teams you look, and it seems like they've been here every year for the last, and they have been. And now their coach, she moved on to
she's now a Dowling Catholic, Kristen Meyer.
And you talk about Mason City last year, the champion. They played a lot of teams up a class, and this 4A, 5A class is a little, since that started, there's a lot of teams. The dividing line there is a little blurry when it comes to teams playing each other back and forth. And I think that probably helps, those 4A teams that play the 5A teams. You play a little stronger teams maybe, and helps you as you get down here.
Well, and when you play consistent basketball, you've been here before, good things can happen. You want to schedule. I think the union, when they look at the teams, they look at who you play just as much as what your record is.
Yeah.
They are looking at, we'll talk about a team that lost to Dubuque Hempstead. Oh, that was a bad loss for whatever reason. Whereas, we beat Sydney. Well, that was a good team. Sydney was a really good team. There's all of these factors that play in here in 4A. Nevada had great success. You go with Izzy Kapuska, Lexi Kadelka, Abby Stevenson. Very good athletes, have been in other sports, soccer and in volleyball. Really haven't missed a beat. So Marion will play Boone, and that is Wednesday morning to start 2A. Let's go to 5A now, Dar, if you mind. You okay with that?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
5A, the big schools.
Yeah,
and
those are
the games that we've seen the most of during the season. And let's talk about number 1, Indianola will face off against Johnston Wednesday afternoon at 1:30. As you take a look at the bracket, Johnson gets in on one of the most unlikely endings to a ball game. Amaya McDermott 3 falling away. I don't even think
off the glass.
Banks it off the glass to beat Davenport North to get here at state. And then Indianola has gone wire to wire, 23-0. Bert Hansen's squad's a good-looking team.
And I tell you, Centennial, last year's champion, I saw them a couple of their games late in the season. I thought, man, they're really cranking it up. But they go on the road to City High.
City High.
And City High knocked them off. And so, 5A is one of those, you say balance and parity, but I think it is one of those classes where you have a lot more of that, where the teams, you know, are more balanced, it seems like.
Well, Taryn Knuth leads all scorers in Class 5A at 22.8 points in contest. The senior is headed to Florida State to play volleyball. Very good athlete. Her sisters weren't too bad athletes either. Neither were her parents. So there's a very good bloodline there with Taryn. And just a fantastic person as well. So that's Nevada that's Johnston and Indianola 1:30 on Wednesday. Cedar Falls and City High, the other game of the 5A quarterfinal. Then Dowling Catholic and West Des Moines Valley. I don't know if those two teams know each other or not. I wonder if they know much about one another. Waukee and Iowa City West.
Hot teams. I've seen several of the Valley games. It seems like they've been playing really well here late in the season. Their only losses, I believe, came to Centennial, didn't they, on the season, if I remember right?
Yeah.
And so, you know, they've been playing really well. Dowling Catholic, of course, they have a super freshman we'll be talking about when they're out
Caitlin
here.
Clark.
And she's, and, you know, there's just a lot of variety, a lot of good things to talk about. Waukee, who won 2 years ago, and they got knocked off by Cedar Falls last year. And it was a quarterfinal.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it's going to be fun. And I think we talked about those runs and the starts of games. I think in 5A, that's going to be where the games turn when it comes to that.
And they're teams that are familiar with one another. Valley played Iowa City West earlier in the season. That was back, I think, in late January. Valley went over to Iowa City West and won that contest. But Dowling and Valley, they only played one time during the regular season. It's a game that you could see on CISN.TV. We had a good game that night. You know, Indianola playing in that mostly 4A conference, but yet a 5A enrollment status. Interesting to see how that's going to impact them.
And they've played some 5A teams, though, and handled them okay.
Yeah.
So, it is going to be interesting to see. But you have a veteran coach there who's taken boys' teams and won the title. He's comes in and coached the girls' team, and they've kind of had the resurgence there. So coaching and knowledge as far as that goes, you know, Bert Hansen, he knows how to get him ready.
It doesn't hurt that you have an Iowa State commit.
Yeah.
And another D1 prospect as well. All right, that is going to look. That is an overview of all the classes beginning each day here at Courtside with Dar and I. Maybe that's what we should call it, Courtside.
Courtside
with Paul and Dar, or Dar and Paul.
Wait a minute. Yeah, it started Iowa's first. No,
yeah.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You'll have a ton of games this week. I'll have a few games for you. So we have Brian Carlisle will be calling games. Pat Curtis.
My colleague at Radio Iowa will be here. Yep.
And
Lance Reno from Marshalltown is coming down to do a few games with me.
Does he know he's doing the games?
Yeah,
you told him?
I stopped yesterday and gave him his press pass, so he's ready to go. And
then Larry Kotler, Jackie Sapp, Tammy Blackstone, Pat O'Brien, Andy Pollock as a look at your analyst group. We will take a break. When we come back, we'll break down the actual game that's coming up at the top of the hour here from Wells Fargo Arena. It's the 2017 Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union State Basketball Championships presented by Iowa Farm Bureau.
Hey, it's annual enrollment for most Iowa HealthLink members. If you signed up in April last year, you can change plans or keep things the way they are. Have you heard about it?
Yeah, I'll probably check out all the plans again. I'm thinking about switching. I just want to make some healthy changes this year. Who do you have?
I'm staying with Amerigroup. I get all the regular benefits plus lots of extras. Rewards for getting checkups and free Weight Watchers.
Wow, that sounds great. I'm going with Amerigroup too.
Choose Amerigroup. Call 1-800-338-8366 today.
Hi, welcome back inside Wells Fargo Arena. Paul Yeager, Dar Danielson, courtside here at the 2017 Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Basketball Championships. It's the Girls State Basketball Tournament in Dar. The weather, fantastic.
Yes.
In the upper 40s today.
Any of the concerns about driving
is this Meta?
Meta? What's that?
That voice up above sounds very familiar. Can't believe they let that guy.
Oh, is that you?
Yeah,
oh.
That freaks me out.
Well,
first time I heard
hear
it.
that.
That's good. They cannot. They can only hear us. All right, let's talk about Notre Dame of Burlington and Springville. Springville 22-2. Their two losses to state qualifier North Lynn and Maquoketa Valley. Nate Sanderson in his 15th year of coaching, 7th season here at Springville, opposed by Jim Myers in his 20th season coaching, 6th back on the girls bench. Coach Myers coaches his daughter, Johanna Myers. She's averaging 25 points a contest, the senior. will be countered by Michaela Nahazel, 18 points for Springville. This is a ball game, Dar. These two very similar to one another in the sense that they are veterans of playing here at the tournament.
Yeah, they both know they've obviously probably scouted each other. They have their game plans ready, and it's just a matter of the breaks here or there, probably who gets the most turnovers, most rebounds, and that kind of thing.
And we're going to let you see all of the pageantry that happens before the game and the presentations. And it's what we'll do right now as we go across the court for our presentations.
And the Iowa Farm Bureau would like to recognize the outstanding sportsmanship shown by Burlington, Notre Dame, and Springville throughout the season and during this state tournament week. In recognition of the importance of good sportsmanship, each state qualifying school was asked to nominate a spectator who represents the school and community in a sportsmanlike manner. Karen Brown of the Girls Athletic Union will present each nominee with a certificate of recognition and a $250 check payable to their school's scholarship fund. Please join us in honoring these individuals whose decorum and respect for others serves as a model for all spectators attending interscholastic events. From Burlington, Notre Dame, Father Marty Getz. And from Springville, Alan Horak. Hello, everyone, and are you ready for Iowa High School Girls 2017 State Tournament action? The winner of today's Class 1A quarterfinal game will advance to play the winner of Marquette Catholic and Kingsley Pearson in the 1A semifinal game on Thursday, March 2nd at 10 a.m. First of all, say hello to head coach Jim Myers and the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes. Now say hello to head coach Nate Sanderson and the Springville Orioles. Let's meet the non-starters and assistant coaches from each team, beginning with the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes. Number 20, Sarah Meeker. Number 24, Abby Dowell. Number 30, Hope Ward. Number 32, Catherine Lilly. Number 34, Alyssa Trail. Number 40, Taylor Ackerman. Number 42, Maddie Stutzman. And number 52, Riley Todd. The assistant coaches for Burlington Notre Dame are Steve Gray, Mike Walters, and Courtney Coffin. And now let's meet the non-starters and assistant coaches for the Springville Orioles. Number 14, Kylie Hanshaw. Number 15, Melissa Newley. Number 21, Caitlin Glockner. Number 22, Riley Chapman. Number 24, Courtney Boland. Number 25, Sammy Johnson. Number 32, Carly Williams. Number 34, Ellie Scriver. And number 35, Kelly Kirchman. The assistant coaches for Springville are Tyler Hushak, Sarah Mattis, and Christina Zaruba. And now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for today's starting lineups? For Burlington Notre Dame, number 10, Anna Tillo. And for Springville, number 12, Nicole Kane. For Burlington Notre Dame, number 12, Johanna Myers. And for Springville, number 20, Riley Menster. For Burlington Notre Dame, number 14, Haley Blight. And for Springville, number 23, Maddie Wagaman. For Burlington Notre Dame, number 22, Kaylin Homebrecker. And for Springville, number 31, Alyssa Yeager. For Burlington Notre Dame, number 44, Emma Lynch. And for Springville, number 51, Michaela Nahazel. The head coach for Burlington Notre Dame is Jim Myers, and the head coach for Springville is Nate Sanderson. The floor officials today are Tyler Eason, Randy Wiggins, and Travis Carroll. Welcome Burlington Notre Dame and Springville to the 2017 Iowa Girls State Tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, Caitlin Feldman, Aiden Jacobs, Ireland McMurphy, and Cassidy Riley of Harlan Community High School will now sing our national anthem. Please rise and honor our great country.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets roared there, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Harlan Community High School.
And thank you for the introductions there. And those are the starting lineups brought to you by Fairway Food Stores. Always shop Fairway's full-service meat counter for the best USDA choice beef, all natural pork and chicken. At Fairway, you'll find farm fresh produce and all the groceries your family needs at affordable prices. Dar Danielson, Paul Yeager alongside with you here at Class 1A. Anna Tillo, Johanna Myers, Haley Blythe, Caitlin Homebrecker, and Emma Lynch for Burlington Notre Dame. And for Nicole Kane, Riley Menster, Maddie Wagaman, Alyssa Yeager, and Michaela Nahazel for the Springville Orioles. Dar, keys to the game.
Early good start, come out and get through the nerves early on, play what you planned, you talked about, come out and, get those nerves out early. Go through your game plan, what you practiced to get here, and, then adjust as you go.
Menster and Blythe to tip it off. Actually, that's Lynch, and it's retained by the Nikes in their road dark uniforms. They're in gold, and we already have a clock malfunction.
Start. And working everything out.
We're working out all these kinks, if there are any. They are using, at one time there was a discussion of doing something with precision timing, and I see that on the back of the referees, but I don't know if that is the actual.
Now, are they going to use replay too?
There was a discussion about using replay up until about a week ago, and my understanding is that is not going to be used this season.
Okay.
But there was discussion about doing it.
So we're going to say a second off the clock, looks like, maybe?
About 3 seconds. So Homebrecker will wait to get the basketball. And Johanna Myers, she is playing for her dad. Talked to Coach Jim Myers before the game today, and the Nikes came over last night, or on Sunday, did a run-through at the Knapp Center over at Drake. And they are ready. This is no strange place for them as the Orioles come out in their defense and the Nikes, and now we get ready to go. That's Tillo early on as she looks for against this 2-3 zone early on that the Orioles are sporting. That's going to force you to shoot from the outside and drive, and Nahazl gets her paw in the way and steals it. They're pushing the tempo up ahead, too far for a moment for Minster. Saves it, but that's going to stay Oriole basketball as Yeager was not the last to touch it. That was Johanna Myers. The Orioles in their white uniforms, orange numbers trimmed in black, play in the Tri-Rivers Conference just north of Cedar Rapids.
Looks like they're playing a 2-3 zone 2 on defense.
Trying to level off Nahazl, try to isolate her a little bit. They're putting Lynch and Nahazl on each other. Down low. Three Nikes collapsed on her in a hurry, Dar.
Yeah, they just got there, and you got to pass that ball against the zone. You can't bring it down.
Both teams kind of just getting that first possession out of the way. Turn around to shoot it and make it for the first points is Haley Blythe.
That's the one you want. The first shot of state tournament goes down, especially if you're a big shooter. You want that first one to go. Good post entry, just a little high on the shot.
Nikes have a chance to open up their lead. Myers is going to drive and then pull it back out. Orioles sticking in that zone. They have the Nikes extremely extended. And it's stolen away by Springville.
Minster got a hand on that, knocked it away.
Three-point shot on the way is no good. Rebound by Yeager, ripped away, though, by the Nikes, by Tillo. Wide open NBA three. Oh, and then we're going to have a twisted ankle here right off the bat with Johanna Meyer. She came down, and she was grabbing that right ankle.
Yeah, and you'll see that the red line there is the NBA D-League line. The black line that comes across the top of the circle there you see on the screen is the high school line. And sometimes you get down here, too, and you get a little confused, I think, when you first start playing.
Got to get your, well, it's a 94-foot court. It's a whole different atmosphere. And most of these teams play on about an 80-foot court. That's the biggest adjustment. Three-point on the way, and good for Riley Minster.
You know, she zeroed it in and knew which what the distance was there.
She knew the way to San Jose.
Yep.
3-2, Oriole lead early on. And that 2-3 zone does push your offense way out from the basket. Driving in and going in for two is Blythe.
We just found a little seam in the zone, able to get it inside.
Blythe has all 4 points for the Nikes, who now lead 4-3.
Both these teams now shaking off the early yips. And, man, that defense, gold jerseys close fast in the ball, don't they, when it comes in?
Especially when it's going in a hosel. It's almost like they jump it, knowing that it's come. Blythe says, I've got 4, why not 6? Timeout, Springville.
Look at the smile. She shot that, I think, thinking, I don't know, and it went in, and then just the big smile as she turns to run away.
Blythe averages 6 points a game, Dar. She already has 6 points, and we've only played just under 3 minutes.
And that's always a key. You have somebody that steps up a little bit in the tournament and gives you a little something that, you know, they maybe haven't done during the regular season and helps the big scores come through.
Well, and that's one thing Coach Myers told me. He says, we know our leading 1 and 2 scores. We don't know our third. We'll find out if we succeed, if the third can emerge. And so far, it's Haley Blythe. She's a junior.
See some of the fans here.
They make the early call. Accepted the alarm and didn't hit snooze and made the trip over.
And for those who didn't, we appreciate you watching in here on CISN.TV.
Inside to Nahazl. The left-hand runner goes.
Nice move. Quickly got it, one dribble and up and off the glass. Don't give the defense a chance to collapse on you there.
Back to Burlington, Notre Dame basketball. In the gold jerseys. Homebrecker with it. She goes to the far corner to Myers. Drives on Yeager. Blocked by Nahazl. Once. And somehow Springville comes away with the basketball. The fans behind us thinking that there was some contact, but it sounded pretty clean.
Yeah, a lot of hands, but I got all ball, and there's the steal.
Veteran crew on the officiating side. Myers with it. As you see Nate Sanderson standing with his team on the top side of your screen in the white tie. Only wears an orange tie that wins. Once a tie loses, he clips it and he's done. He leaves it for gifts in the locker room where they lose. Ball is knocked away by Menster, and the Orioles come away with the turnover.
Well, Lynch started the move, but she brought it down. Once she brought it down low, then they were able to knock it away.
15-foot J is good for Nicole Kane.
She was just inside the three-point line. Way to look behind the defense, threw it over the top, found the open player on the far side.
1 point lead for the Orioles. You can hear the pass tipped away by Kane out there on the guard play. Haley Blythe, that one not close. But she goes, I've got 6, so.
Well, they're starting that offense really deep out here, and they're passing around. Then she just kind of comes open there at the free throw line. We got a timeout, looks like.
All right, we'll let you know that Mid-American Energy is putting power in your hands, means keeping families safe. To learn more, visit midamericanenergy.com. Early on, it's Springville 7, Notre Dame 6. It is Haley Blythe with all 6 points for the Nikes. And the Orioles have 2 from Nicole Kane, 3 from Menster, and 2 from Nahazel.
There's Blythe, turnaround jumper there. They're starting the offense up high. They maybe go to the wing and then back high, and then they find her. She's just kind of stayed positioned right there at the free throw line, and then they pop it right in the middle of the zone, and she's turned around and had basically a free throw jump shot there.
And almost thought about the 3 right there. Nahazel way out, not in her normal post spot. Now it's the give and go and just lost control of it, but she was able to get it back. Springville, extremely quick passing, but just too much.
Now they tried to get it through 2 defenders there who were in front of her.
Myers gets it. She's trying to get rid of that defender, and she stepped on the line. Given a lot of liberties on the defense here on that drive.
They're trying to go down low on that right baseline a lot, and so far they haven't been able to come up with much down there. You'd think maybe they'd want to take it down there and then reverse it back the other way.
Menster brings up the basketball for Springville. Cross court Nahazel just inside the 3. Touch shot no good. Myers gets the long arms into it. Johanna brings the basketball across to the timeline. Myers drives, pushes it off the body. Menster moves it up inside. Drop step on the floor. And a foul.
Foul.
Sammy Johnson was fouled. Catherine Lilly gets the called for the foul.
That's our first foul of the game, right?
That is.
With 1:36 to go. As the free throw bounces in.
Ward is in.
And she replaced Blythe.
So another free throw coming for Sammy Johnson. But before the free throw, it's going to say a lane violation. Some new faces getting in for the Nikes. As we're approaching the 1.5 minute mark. Turnaround Lynch, and the paint is good. So I'm guessing Lynch is somebody they wanted to get into the mix, and they just did.
Yeah, that's the first good, strong post entry they've got, and she capitalized on it.
We're tied at 8. Nahazel puts it on the floor, drives. The floater won't go. Tipped around. Rebound. Orioles foul. Shot. And one. Maddie Wagaman.
And everybody was attacking the boards there. Wagaman came up with it and put it back. You see the replay here. Bounce around Wagaman.
And they called the foul on. Who did they call the foul on?
Did not see. Would it be Lily?
She had one already.
She had one already, so.
Oh, Lynch.
Lynch.
So, trying to get my bearings here this morning. First free throw. The only one is missed. Stepping on the line, Burlington does right in front of the Springville bench, and it'll go back over to Springville with 58.7 seconds to play. Springville 10, Burlington Notre Dame 8. Menster. Wagaman. Almost stolen away and is up ahead. Homebrecker lays it in.
She's got that big brace on her right knee, but she still got good mobility, man. Got it down the floor quickly.
She jumped that pass and was off to the races. Final 30 of the first quarter. Nahazel fakes left, drives right, shields one defender, puts it in. Nahazel now with 4.
Well, she's gotten a lot of attention, but, you know, she's a good shooter, good player. She's going to keep coming back at it no matter what happens.
Final 12 seconds, and Notre Dame will try to go for 1. Myers, 5 seconds. 4, tipped, Lynch. 3 seconds, 2, the shot won't go. Rebound, Nahazel, and that'll end the first quarter. Springville 12, Burlington Notre Dame 10. You're watching the state tournament from Des Moines.
Ask anyone you know, they will tell you the best meat comes from Fairway. We take pride in our meat counter and choose nothing but the best choice beef for our customers. From ribeyes to ribs, chicken to brats, we have them all. From grilling season to crock-pot weather, we have you covered. Fairway, best at choice beef.
Welcome back inside Wells Fargo Arena. Burlington Notre Dame, the Nikes. Their fans made the call, the early wake-up call, as we begin quarter number 2 of game number 1. Springville in white, Burlington Notre Dame in gold. Springville, the defending champs in 1A. They're going to get some incredible pressure all of a sudden. It's going to go back to Burlington Notre Dame.
They extended that defense way out and trapped out there and got the turnover.
They kind of lay in the weeds there waiting for him to come back out.
They had been in the first quarter playing back a little bit, but out of the timeout, start the second quarter, they bumped that defense up, and it paid off for them.
So the Nikes with Tillo, Homebrecker, that's Lynch, Myers, and also Blythe. So they're starting 5.
Nahazel came across and knocked that away on defense that time.
And now they'll try to find Nahazel inside, but right now Lynch is doing a great job of posting her up. And travel by Nahazel. Yep, she shuffled her feet. For the Orioles right now, it's Alyssa Yeager, Michaela Nahazel, Riley Menster, Nicole Kane, and Maddie Wagaman. The starting 5 for both of these teams start the second quarter. Blythe, who had 6 points in the first quarter.
Nahazel and Lynch battling down there, and Nahazel comes over the top and steals it as they try to enter it into Lynch.
I think Michaela's defense has really improved. She has given Lynch has had a hard time really getting any good looks at the basket. But Lynch is also playing pretty good defense on her, too, and we're going to get a foul on Blythe down low.
Yeah, one way to keep the ball out of Nahazel's hands is harass those guards up high so they don't have a chance to, look for her and get the pass off, and that's what they've been doing here in the second quarter.
Slow-moving play to get in. Nahazel, three-point extended. Drives. And taken away by Lynch. Or by Myers. Somehow Myers' shot goes out of bounds. Yeager was straight up.
Yeah, you call it there on defense. She just put her hands straight up. She had that space, and she tried to throw it into her, maybe thinking to draw the foul, but didn't.
Myers gets it in to Tillo. Now Lynch, turn around, short. Rebound picked up by Wagaman. 12-10, Springville, the early lead. Yeager drives, kicks it, taken away by Homebrecker.
Just some strong defense.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it still looks like a pretty good zone from Springville at this point, Dar.
But Nahazel staying down there on Lynch, not letting her get away.
But if fouls become a problem, that's the matchup that changes dramatically. Lynch comes all the way out to set a pick. 15-foot off the mark. Blocked by Nahazel, taken up by Blythe. She goes up and under. One hand, two hands. Jump ball.
Yeager got in there to tie it up.
With Blythe, and it'll go back to Springville on the alternating possession. No points here in the second quarter yet.
Well, Johanna Myers, it shows you how quick that defense is moving. She put that three up real quickly, knowing they were collapsing on her.
Notre Dame's playing great defense, Dar. They are just over everything.
No score yet here. Nobody's got a bucket in the second quarter. Almost 3 minutes in.
Wagaman still looking for Nahazel. Had Lynch beat for a moment. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound. Nahazel put back. Misses the 15-footer. Couple of good looks at the basket for Springville.
Yeah, and you can tell by the expressions after they shoot it, they're thinking, man, that looked good, and just still trying to find that range yet.
Still adjusting to that deep background. Timeout. Notre Dame Nikes. We'll step away. You're watching the high school girls basketball tournament from Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines.
Ask anyone you know. They will tell you. The best meat comes from Fairway. We take pride in our meat counter and choose nothing but the best choice beef for our customers. From ribeyes to ribs, chicken to brats, we have them all. From grilling season to crock-pot weather, we have you covered. Fairway, best at choice beef. Ask anyone you know, they will tell you. The best meat comes from Fairway. We take pride in our meat counter and choose nothing but the best choice beef for our customers. From ribeyes to ribs, chicken to brats, we have them all. From grilling season to crock-pot weather, we have you covered.
Burlington Notre Dame in gold, Springville in white. I'm Paul Yeager. He's Dar Danielson. We're courtside. We're so close we can hear the ball bounce on the floor.
We're still waiting for our first bucket of the second quarter from either team.
Lynch's shot, or Myers' shot, is blocked. And then she gives a shove to Yeager, or Wagaman, that is, sorry. Nahazel, give and go to Kane, and then there's a whistle. Travel.
It's just, I don't know if it's a defense, but just spacing both teams on this court yet. That's, doesn't seem like they're quite figuring out exactly. They get on the baseline. We've seen several times on the sideline of the baseline where they've stepped out.
Nikes with a couple of reserves in now. Well, actually, no. Take that back. Still the starters. Blythe drives.
A little soccer kick action there.
From focusing on food safety to promoting animal care, protecting Iowa's natural resources to enhancing the quality of life in their communities, Iowa pig farmers are doing it right. To learn more, visit iowapork.org. Myers drives. Wagaman, great defense on her like a glove. Homebrecker now tries to drive past Kane. Underneath Blythe, and she's going to be fouled by Alyssa Yeager. And that time Yeager was not straight up. Her arms are straight up, but her body was
got
bumping her.
A little momentum in the push of the body, trying to bump her off line there, and the official called that.
This is game 1 of the day. Game 2 coming up next is Kingsley Pearson and Marquette Catholic. That's at 11:45. Then at 1:30, Janesville and Turkey Valley, and at 3:15, Exira, Elkhorn, Kimballton, and Sydney.
Now Hazel stole it, but she walked.
Traveled. Yeah. So it'll be what turnover was. That turnover goes for naught.
Just 4 fouls called in the game so far. So although it's been a good defensive game, not a lot of fouling.
Stolen away by Nahazel. She's going to round the point with Menster. Nahazel goes down.
Blythe
coming back on the backside. Getting the bucket is Maddie Wagaman. And that's the first 2 points.
With 3:28 to play in the second.
Isn't that something?
Yeah. Steal.
Stolen away by Springville. Up ahead. Kane won't go. The cleanup is good by Kane. Menster missed it. Kane finished it. And now a quick 4-0 run. I don't know what to do with all these points. And now Springville has kind of jumped out on their defense a little bit. Going inside to Lynch. They get past Nahazel. Great move.
Oh, and a pretty pass. It put it right there, not too deep. She got it, was able to come down and turn and shoot it without having to put it on the floor. That was a beautiful pass, beautiful finish.
Just a 2 for Nicole Kane. She's got the last 4 points for Springville, and now a flurry of scoring activity.
Yeah, Springville scored the last 3 trips down the floor, so things are picking up.
And they might steal again. Tipped away. They're not going to let Blythe get away with that. Blythe got in the hands of Wagaman. And I think that's Haley Blythe's second foul. Coming in is Sammy Johnson for Springville. And Catherine Lilly and Annie Tillow come back into the contest for Burlington Notre Dame.
Yeah, you don't want Blythe to pick up the 30 or the last couple minutes. So
especially since she's been scoring a lot of your points.
Yeah.
Boy, great defense by the Nikes. Man, they're all over it. Inside, drop step, get out, trying to go where Nahazel was going to be. She converts and scores. That was a big-time move.
Yeah, she made her own space there, pulled that ball back out, squared, and put it in the basket.
Driving is Blythe, who's in there with 2 fouls, and it's going to be a turnover.
I thought she took a little extra step when she went down the lane there, but
officials agree with you. 1:49 to play here in the second half, or second quarter of the first half. It's the second quarter.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's first game. High pressure there.
I'll tell you what, this Nike team is fast. Yeager. Inside. Wagaman. Over Lynch. Goes.
Well, they quietly built a 10-point lead.
Stolen away by the Orioles. Up ahead for won't go. But there'll be 2 free throw shots as Menster. Wow. And that's going to be on Lilly. That's her second. So now, just like that, Dar, as you said, it's a 10-point lead. Make it 11.
And they've outscored them 11-2 here in the second quarter now in the last couple minutes on that run.
Second free throw is good.
Big offensive possession here for Burlington Notre Dame.
Blythe, turnaround. She could hear the contact here. And I think they'll get Menster with the foul.
Fouls on Springville, number 20, Riley Menster, her first, team foul number 2.
So now going to the line will be Haley Blythe.
Haley Blythe, shooting 2.
Not exactly the greatest free throw shooter at 29%. But makes it, hits nothing but net there. Nice looking shot. And the lead stays at 11. Nahazl gets the rebound, and then the pass is tipped away by Myers and collected by Homebrecker. Good defense there by the Nikes. Nahazl is going to be whistled for the foul, not on the first contact, but on the second.
And credit Lynch, she kept that ball out, kept her hips and kept Nahazl off her, and that was able to draw the foul there, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2 here for Burlington.
Lynch's free throw is off the mark. Take a look at that Notre Dame coaching staff. Hard to miss them with their highlighter green warm-ups. Free throw by Lynch is good. And the lead is back to 10. 24-14. Orioles went on a flurry of scoring. Yeager is tied up, goes to Nahazl, who drives left, goes right, and is fouled. So now you got Nahazl attacking the basket as letting you know that always shop Fairway's full-service meat counter for the best USDA choice beef, all-natural pork and chicken. To learn more, visit fairway.com. Nahazl's first free throw is good. So that's her 7th point of the contest. Puts it back up to an 11-point lead.
She normally shoots 57% for the line.
Makes them both.
Gets them both there. Yeah, it was that 12-2 run here that put them ahead, and they're hanging on to that.
Homebrecker brings it up. Tillo. Nike's looking for a good possession here in the final 30 seconds before half. Myers. Cross to Tillo. Lynch was there for a moment. Now under 20. Tipped away by the Orioles. Up ahead. Menster penetrates the 2, won't go. And then Menster grabs, so's Nahazl. Oh, they're going to call a travel.
I think that was a good call. She had that ball cupped in her arm there. I was surprised the front official didn't call it, but the back official saw that.
Thought the same thing.
We could see it here. She had it cupped against her arm as she got through the defenders.
Cutting in and counting is going to be Menster.
Now this is exactly what the Nikes didn't want to see here at the end of the quarter, giving up some points with the clock stopped and letting Springville build on this lead.
Now up to a 14-point lead just like that in the blink of an eye as the free throw is good by Menster, who now has 6. Final 7 seconds. Myers brings it up. Midcourt, 4 seconds. 3. Myers travels. No offensive foul.
Yeah.
From bad to worse in just a matter of seconds there, Dar.
She just brought that inside arm in a little bit, trying to clear a little space. Yeah, so now, 1.4 seconds. She got a long way to go. And the way they've been trapping up top, let's see what they run.
Tipped away, buzzer. If it would have been a clean grab, there's a chance the Nikes could have made.
Turn and shoot it and maybe get it at the buzzer, yeah.
But it'll end with a 29-14 halftime lead. Only 4 points scored by the Nikes.
17-4.
17-4. They absolutely get outscored. So, Dar, we'll take a break, and when we come back, I believe we have an interview with is your interview airing, I think, here? Yeah, we got
we'll
all sorts
with,
of...
Gene Berger, the head
Gene
of
Berger.
the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We'll have an interview that we did just before the start of this game. We'll hear from her.
And try to have some first-half statistics. We'll take a break. This is the state tournament on CISN.TV.
Spring has arrived at the all-new Fireplace Superstore. Drop in and check out all the new 2017 patio furniture. At Fireplace Superstore, you will find Central Iowa's most complete outdoor furniture selection for your deck and patio, including gas and charcoal grills, fire pits, and wicker furniture. Get in on the early spring savings going on now. Fireplace Superstore has been creating your outdoor style for over 35 years. Fireplace Superstore just west of Homemakers on Douglas in Urbandale.
Ask anyone you know, they will tell you the best meat comes from Fairway. We take pride in our meat counter and choose nothing but the best choice beef for our customers. From ribeyes to ribs, chicken to brats, we have them all. From grilling season to crock-pot weather, we have you covered. Fairway, best at choice beef.
It's Truck Month at the all-new Schottenkirk Ford in Indianola. Get $12,000 off select new F-150s and a 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. $12,000 off select new F-150s. Or get 0% for 72 months. To bulk up fresh local trades, Schottenkirk Ford is in a position to give you more for your trade. The Schottenkirk Experience, now available in Indianola. The all-new Schottenkirk Ford of Indianola. SchottenkirkFord.com.
At halftime, the Ames High cheerleaders, the halftime entertainment here. Dar Danielson with you. It's 29-14, Springville over Burlington Notre Dame. And just before we got things going here on the court, I got a chance to corral Gene Berger. Very busy here, the executive director of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, and talk with her just a little bit about the start of this tournament. And let's take a look at that interview right now. Welcome to the Iowa Girls High School State Basketball Tournament. Joining me here is Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Executive Director Gene Berger. Man, this is a time you look for. Opening day of the tournament, huh?
It's the best, and there's no snow.
Yeah.
I survived the first snowstorm. It didn't land on state tournament.
You've been doing some different things here on these tournaments come along and kind of putting new touches. Anything new we're going to see here today at the girls' tourney?
Well, wait till championship, then we have some things for the winners, but we do have some VIP hospitality on the floor. We're going to have some new in-game things where you might see some contests and some interviews. We surveyed the teams with a questionnaire like what's the thing your coach says all the time, or who imitates, what's your favorite song. So you'll see a lot more of information about the girls and their teams.
A little more of the color pink in there too, huh?
Absolutely, pink and black.
Well, we're a little nervous because we've been making all these preparations. You get nervous when these tournaments start, or do you feel everything's ready to go and here it goes?
I get a little nervous. This is my first one. We had a meeting this morning and we run from 1 year experience to 42 years of experience. So we have some good people that know what they're doing. The facility people are awesome. But just like anything else, if something goes wrong, we'll have to address it. But yeah, now we just want to play.
Yep, get it going. Well, thank you, Gene. Gene Berger, the executive director of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union here. We're ready for basketball.
Let's go.
We are back at halftime here at Wells Fargo Arena, the Class 1A quarterfinal. Springville leading Burlington Notre Dame 29-14 here at the half. Dar Danielson with you, and Paul Yeager is around. Will be joining me here in just a bit, but it was Springville going on a 12-2 run there near the end of the second quarter that built this lead up to the 29-14 lead it ended up being here at the half. It was 12-10 Springville after one, and the game was pretty well back and forth. And then Springville won on that 12-2 run and outscored Burlington Notre Dame, and then got a couple points late right in the final minute there and built that lead up. And so it's been a good back and forth ball game here so far, but Springville building the lead. So Burlington Notre Dame will have to talk a little bit about that here at halftime and decide what they need to do to slow down that offense and get their offense going here, as they only scored 4 points in that second quarter here at Wells Fargo Arena. Thanks for watching us here on CISN.TV as Paul's coming back in here.
I didn't know we were on. I thought we were doing something.
No,
I was
we
just
came
sitting back there
yeah.
picking my nose.
Oh, well. You can't say that on online.
Well, you don't know I
can you?
really did that. I just said that.
Oh,
that's
okay.
what was on my
You're
ballot.
always trying to get be out there, aren't you?
It was on my ballot, and I just read what they gave me.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah,
And
blame
the
it on the
Oscar goes
producers,
to-
on Dave.
Yeah.
Dave Mabel producing here for us. And we're waiting on stats for the first half.
And here they come, as you say
here
it.
they are.
Jason
I see that.
Esslinger delivers. All right, for Springville Orioles, who lead 29-14 here
And you're
at
in the camera
halftime.
still over there on us. So
Oh, okay.
just
Hi.
so we know.
All right, so yes, so what you're saying is address the camera.
Yeah.
Good evening, America, or around the world. By the way, tell us where you're watching. We're glad to have you there. For the Orioles, who are 11 of 19 shooting from the field for 58%.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. When you when you start to compare to conversely, it's 6 of 20 shooting for the Nikes. That's 30%. Still a good percentage, just not good enough. Looks like Nahazel has 4 boards. So does Wagaman. But the point side, it is 8 for Nahazel, 8 for Menster, 6 for Kane, as well as Wagaman, and 1 for Sammy Johnson. For Burlington Notre Dame, they have 7 from Haley Blythe, 5 from Emma Lynch, 2 from Kaylin Homebrecker. 3-point, neither team, I want to say, 1 of 3 and 0 of 4.
Yeah, so the outside shots aren't there, but I think Nahazel then got it going and was driving to the basket more. They had a little trouble early on. Burlington Notre Dame, every time she touched the ball, there were 3 players right around her. They were able to spread it out a little more and get it to her, and then she made some of her own shots. When she gets it down there, she's able to do that, and they went on that 12-2 run late in the second quarter and kind of extended this out a little bit. So
if you're Notre Dame right now, Dar, when you're looking at those stats, other than the 3 and maybe your field goal percentage, what else is standing out to you?
Well, they were successful a few times when they got it into Emma Lynch. She's only 2 of 4, but if they can get it into her and get her into her in good position, then go up against Nahazel, maybe get Nahazel in a little bit of foul trouble there. But, they were able to do that a few times, and she converts it inside. It seems like they get trapped in the corners a little bit, too. They need to move the ball a little better on their passing outside against Springville here. Springville, they got it clicking. They got some shots to fall, and then they were starting to get some transition baskets, too. So they got a little bit of that offense going all over.
And you're taking a look at some of the first half highlights right there. It was that cross-court passing. There's Kane, 2 of her 6. And then coming back inside, there's Lynch, like you said, Dar. Got to get her in the mix. And the good steal. Both of these teams very good defensively.
Yeah, up top in the guards, they're ready to jump that pass. And there you see back to Nahazel. She one dribble, puts it up, and makes her own shot there.
She's done that a couple of times. And then I got to say, Springville's done a good job of passing the basketball.
Yeah, there it is. You see across the court.
And that's Menster on the breakaway. And then Kane with the cleaning up the garbage. And that was, you called that one. That was a great pass inside to Lynch.
And one thing, Springville, you'll watch them. They're crashing the boards, too, here. And that's outside. You don't need to crash the board when the bottom of that. That was like the 1-3, I think, that we had in the game.
Springville has 14 rebounds. And then inside, a good drop step there by Wagaman.
And the inbound play right down. Yeah, that was nice cut to the basket. So, Burlington Notre Dame needs to do a little more of that passing and moving the defense around like Springville did, as we saw there. Cross-court passes behind the defense and do a little bit more of that offensively to get things going.
All right, and we're 16 minutes away from going to the semifinals in Class 1A. The next semifinal is Thursday at 10 a.m. Andy Pollock and I will have that game right here on CISN. All quarterfinals and semifinals on CISN.TV, and the finals on IPTV.org and Iowa Public Television.
So you're going to be busy one way or the other, aren't you? You're going to either be here with us or then up on the desk on championship night. So
they say I've caused too much problem on the court side that it's time to go up above. We're beginning quarter number 3, half number 2. The Orioles in white are on defense, but not for very long as they make a steal. Tipped, and the Nikes turn it over early on. Not exactly the way that was drawn up in the locker room. Nahazel way out as the Orioles look to move the ball around, and that's going to be a foul. And that's going to be called on Anatillo.
But there you go, 3 passes there, and they didn't get a shot, but they got a foul. So move the ball around. Oh, good look to Nahazel on the inbound.
Nahazel now with 10 and the first 2 points of the second half. And so Nahazel now puts the Orioles up with 31 and lead of 16 points. Real quick. Driving his homebreaker. Ball is taken away. And Menster with it. Pushing the tempo. Menster again with it. Nahazel not anywhere in near the block. Kind of leaving her out. Playing extended. Myers got her hands on it, and then a foul will be called on Menster.
Well, and having Nahazel up that high pulls the defenders with her, and you're seeing more, they're better able to move that ball to the baseline to other players.
And we have a timeout, Burlington, Notre Dame. Just under 7 minutes to go. I want to let you know that, hey, basketball fans, save money while in Greater Des Moines. The Catch Des Moines Fun Pass features deals and discounts at places like Fong's Pizza, Science Center of Iowa, and MB2 Raceway. And also, for over 100 years, let's talk about Lincoln Savings Bank, shall we, Dave? For over 100 years, they've got expertise and experience. They've made Lincoln Savings Bank the bank of choice for thousands of Iowans. Join with Lincoln Savings Bank as your lifelong financial partner.
Well, some of the fans wearing some goofy costumes here. It's the student section.
What?
They always do.
What? They wear costumes
Surprisingly, yeah.
Huh. All right. Nikes have the basketball on the right side of your screen in the gold. Tillo thought about the shot. Might have left her feet if you ask the Springville crowd. Lynch. And when you're up 16, you can play aggressive defense too. Bailey steps into a 3, won't go. Wagaman has it ripped away. Lynch, the putback, no good. Menster, or that's Wagaman, now Menster.
Well, I like the way they attacked the boards. They just weren't able to get the follow-up.
Menster drives, and the foul comes a little late, but it's going to be called on Anatillo.
Seemed like she might have been set, but the official said no on the baseline. And we're going to see the replay here. As she comes in. Oh, that's close. Those are ones you got to call.
First free throw is missed. Second free throw is good by Menster. She now has 9.
Well, not time to panic, but time to work the offense and get a score here so you get feeling a little bit better about your offense here for Burlington Notre Dame.
You're down 17. You just got to get them one at a time and then have a stop here and there. And then as you move it around, Myers pulls it back out. You're not going to want to run a ton of clock. You're going to have to be a little more aggressive. Tipped away into the scorer's table. And Alyssa Yeager chased it down, but still disrupting the Nike defense or the Nike offense. So you look at the fans here. And good crowd for the first game of the day. A lot of orange and black. Three-pointer from the corner is off the mark by by Ward, who has checked into the game. Menster has it. If you're Springville, I think you want to just kind of keep stepping on the accelerator.
Yep. Keep working the offense, working time.
Going to have a jump ball instead of a foul, as it was tied up there with Blythe.
Especially, it's only third quarter, you know, sometimes you think, well, let's work the clock, but no.
Myers steps into the pass intended for Nahazel, and it's stolen away by Lilly. Way out from three. Myers thought about it, then it's thrown away.
Menster picked it up.
Nahazel inside the circle. Underneath, textbook head fake up, down by Alyssa Yeager, her first two of the game.
And Menster looked left, then looked right and got the pass there and the assist on that.
Now the lead is 20.
Or excuse me, Nahazel.
Nahazel.
On the pass into.
And we're going to have a foul on the Orioles.
Fouls on Springville, number 23. Maddie Wagaman, her first.
Maddie Wagaman gets whistled for the foul. 4:41 to play here in the third quarter. And it's been all Springville here in the second half. Nahazel, Menster, and Yeager all scoring buckets. 6-0 run to start the half. Blythe for three is short, right into the hands of Yeager. The weak side rebound. 70% of the time, the rebound goes to you. 100% of the time. Isn't that how that goes? Three-ball corner. Won't go. Lynch the rebound. And the Nikes look to push. Myers will check in at the next whistle. Stolen away Nahazel up ahead to Menster. Lays it in for two.
She kept good concentration with both defenders coming in on her.
The lead's 22. Just under 4 minutes to play.
And the Nikes have yet to score here in the quarter.
Blythe, she had 6 in the first half. Misses on the mark there. Rebound by Yeager. And it's to Wagaman, one of the juniors on this team, which, by the way, Springville is majority juniors. This is their third year in a row. Nahazel, turnaround. That was pretty.
That's your classic post move, right down on the block, turn around, don't bring it even down, and up and off the glass.
Timeout on the floor. We'll step away. This is the Central Iowa Sports Network from the Girls State Basketball Tournament.
I'm an environmentalist working hard to protect Iowa's natural resources.
I'm an employer committed to providing a safe workplace for Iowans.
I'm a farmer consistently producing quality products for consumers worldwide.
I'm an animal welfare advocate, protecting and promoting animal well-being in everything I do.
We're Iowa hog farmers, and we care.
And we care.
.322 to play here in the third quarter. It is Springville 38, Burlington Notre Dame 14. It's been a 9-0 run. To start the second half for the Orioles. The Nikes looking to get something going here. They're down to one timeout in this contest. The final 3:22 in the third quarter. Homebrecker will put it inside right in front of us and get it to Myers. Homebrecker to Lynch, gets behind Nahazel, and then the foul. So that's, if it doesn't work, go into your inside. That's Nahazel's second, so Lynch will go to the free throw line. Lynch is a 72% free throw shooter. She's got 4 points for the day.
And I want to say this is big, but any points here, just get the lid off the basket here, and sometimes that gets you on a run.
You just have to see it go through. And
Yep,
Lynch
there it
gets
is.
the second one to go. She now has 5, and that breaks the drought.
Because it seems like you're working and working, and you don't see the results, and there's a foul.
And at some point, frustration begins to set in, but there's a ton of game left. Taylor Ackerman whistled for the foul, the freshman for the Nikes. Myers a senior, Lynch a senior for this good Burlington Notre Dame team that has made lots of runs here. They know the way to Des Moines. Stolen away by Homebrecker. She finally grabs a handle of it. Tillo picks it up. Lynch is going to be called for the offensive foul, and I think she knew it. When you throw the elbow, that usually gets the attention, especially when the referee is right in front of you.
She felt that pressure and a little frustration in the way things have been going here, and a little too demonstrative in the turn. And the official right there, as you said.
And then Lynch, but not deterred in the fouls, as it'll be a jump ball. Notre Dame with it, 2:40 to play. Inside, and the ball goes out of bounds off of Lynch, so it'll stay on the Springville side of the court.
That's really needed. Get that pass in front of her there. She had to reach for it.
Myers inbounds it up high for Ackerman. And now back to Homebrecker. Give the freshman a little bit more experience here at Wells Fargo Arena. It'll probably be her team in the next couple of years. Homebrecker. Shot won't go. Ball kind of loose. Chased down by Homebrecker. Gets her own rebound. Shot up, no good. Cleared away by Sammy Johnson. Another junior. Way up ahead to Nahazel. Too much mustard on that hot dog. Out of bounds.
Blythe back in.
Approaching the 2-minute mark. Springville still shooting 63% from the field. Burlington Notre Dame's percentage has dropped to 22%. Lynch, turn around. That shot won't even go. 2 Nikes fighting for it. They don't think they realize it. And then there's a foul called on Menster.
They're still looking for their first field goal of the second half. Just one free throw. Menster with her third.
Burlington Notre Dame scored 4 points in the second quarter, and now they've scored 2 points in the third quarter. Blythe now has 8. She's the team's leading scorer.
No pressure.
Orioles have to get through pressure and just dribble right around it. Yeager had it for a moment. Nahazel on the right block, or from the left side, that is.
Nice left-handed shot there. Switched it over, got it right around the defender, and then a foul out front. Nahazel felt the pressure to the right, slipped it to her left hand and right up off the glass that last time down. And as you said, Springville, they're just keeping attacking. They're not letting off the gas.
Homebrecker, the floater, won't go. Nahazel the rebound, and Homebrecker slow to get up. She's already got that right knee in a brace. Too much of a pass in front, and it's going to be
a foul there.
They're going to be a foul.
Yeah, Homebrecker, she did get too much. She got into her a little bit there and gave her a little hip check as she was going for that ball.
Yeah. And again, right, our officiating crew of Tyler Eason, Randy Wiggins, and Travis Carroll. And Tyler Eason made that call right here in front of us. Nahazel with it. Springville still moving the ball well around the perimeter as we approach the 1-minute mark. Nahazel just gets right past Lynch. 2 more. Nahazel now with 16. She scored the last 6 points. for the Orioles. Tipped away again, 45 seconds to go. And now Minster. Springville might try to hold it for one, but if they see an open shot, they're going to take it like that. Wagaman, left-handed, good. 44-16, the lead is 28. Blythe, off the back iron, no good. Myers, shuffles, takes, shoots, no good. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4, 3. Springville's not even going to contest it. 1. Shot won't go, and that'll end the third quarter. 44-16. The fourth quarter when we come back.
Hey, it's annual enrollment for most Iowa HealthLink members. If you signed up in April last year, you can change plans or keep things the way they are. Have you heard about it?
Yeah, I'll probably check out all the plans again. I'm thinking about switching. I just want to make some healthy changes this year. Who do you have?
I'm staying with Amerigroup. I get all the regular benefits plus lots of extras. Rewards for getting checkups and free Weight Watchers.
Wow, that sounds great. I'm going with Amerigroup too.
Choose Amerigroup. Call 1-800-338-8366 today.
This is Iowa, and here we don't just dream, we make history by nearly doubling our clean energy as part of our 100% renewable vision. With this, our energy costs will remain some of the lowest in the nation. We'll create new jobs and boost economic growth. Our air will be cleaner, our state stronger, and together we'll advance this country's energy future forever. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at
Welcome back inside Wells Fargo Arena in the 2017 Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union State Basketball Tournament. Paul Yeager alongside Dar Danielson. And Dar, it's been all Springville since the first quarter, 44-16.
Yeah, since that second quarter, really, they made that run, and then they just have not let up. And we've seen that at state tournaments. They get on a run, and then the other team, Burlington, Notre Dame, trying to do whatever they can to get back in it. But so far, Springville, as Nahazel goes in,
Nahazel drives hard, and she is fouled.
And to you talked about it. If you're Springville, just keep the foot on the gas. Keep working this off. You got one more quarter to go here with your lead, and then you move on to the semifinal.
Springville got here with a win over Grandview Christian, 57-39, as Nahazel hits the first free throw. She now has 17. And the second one finds its home. 30-point lead. Myers will bring it across now. Johanna, the senior. She's averaging 25 points a game. She's well under that. That shot won't go, and the rebound, Maddie Wagaman. I think Myers thought she got away with a foul there. Yeah. She's now trying to foul, it looks like. And we got
Notre Dame, number 12, Johanna Myers. Her third, team foul number 7.
Third.
At the line for Springville, Riley Minster, shooting 1 and 1.
Myers is going to go to Wisconsin Parkside next year. So her career does not end today for basketball, as the free throw is good by Minster.
Well, Myers is averaging about 4 3-pointers a game, and should one here, I think.
Minster hits both free throws, yeah. She's only, I think, shot one. I mean, right now, Myers has no points. Minster's now with 13. One thing that Coach Sanderson has talked about is he was trying to find his third scorer, because Nahazel and Minster, it's a question, is it going to be Wagaman or is it going to be Kane? Maybe Yeager that scores points, as that shot is no good. Lynch the rebound, lost the handle of it, and Springville has the basketball again. Still some full court pressure coming from the Nikes. Nahazel left wing, no good. Rebound cleared Tillo. Way down. Talking about the three is just short. It's going to be a travel. No contact there. The Nikes got to the state tournament with a win over Easton Valley in the regional final. That was a 49-42 win. It's their fifth straight trip in a row to state. I can say it.
Now Hazel comes out of the game now.
She may be done on a lead like this. Up ahead by the Nikes. Myers, right corner. She's still shooting those NBA threes. Does she not know where?
Yeah,
she should know where that line is.
But as you see there, I think that's where she's getting open. That's part of the problem. Is when she moves in, they're all over her. It's pretty obvious they know she can hit from out there.
She's got the range. She averages 25 points a contest. And again, I don't have. Do you have her scoring any? I don't have her scoring any points. Orioles now, again, moving the ball in. They'll try to move in some other players. In now is Sammy Johnson.
And then the foul.
Would you like some popcorn? I don't.
Yeah, I always like to eat popcorn during the game.
It's good for talking. I think Peter does it just to.
Does he do that to annoy us?
I think he does.
Our producer offering us popcorn. It smells good. There's the first free throw. Here's the replay on this. And, yep, right across the arm there by Lynch.
And that's her third foul. Menster hits both free throws. Her last 4 points have all been via free throw. Orioles take a timeout. We'll step away here in the girls' tournament.
Ask anyone you know. They will tell you the best meat comes from Fairway. We take pride in our meat counter and choose nothing but the best choice beef for our customers. From ribeyes to ribs, chicken to brats, we have them all. From grilling season to crock-pot weather, we have you covered. Fairway, best at choice beef.
Well, any way you want it, it has been all Springville here since about midway through the second quarter. Paul Yeager-Dar Danielson here in the Class 1A quarterfinal. Game number one on this Monday morning. Nahazel, she was the 1A player of the year last season. She was the all-tournament team captain. She was also first team all-state. I don't think she's done anything in this game to diminish her accomplishments, Dar.
No, she's been the steady player, just, what you expect out of her. And it hasn't been flashy, but it's just been there, and she's made her own shots. And when they get it to her, she scores it.
She only had 4 points in the first half as Blythe goes up and under, won't go. Rebound out to Glockner. And the Orioles, again, should break that press. Oh, nice backdoor cut to Nicole Kane. So we'll have continuous clock now as we're at a 36-point lead.
Resume normal clock operations if the deficit is cut to 25. We'll also stop the clock during the free throw.
So Myers dribbles and just the long frustration of this ball game. Anatillo and Kaylin Homebrecker. She's a junior. Blythe is a junior as the shot won't go. And now Springville will have it at the 4:38 mark. Springville came over on Sunday, left Eastern Iowa. They'll have to go back to class as Wagaman for 2 more. She now has 11.
I think several teams are doing that. I saw where Turkey Valley and Janesville were both leaving yesterday and going to stay overnight.
Well, Janesville's only just under about 2 hours to get here. Turkey Valley a little further. 3-point shot off the mark, and it'll be rebound. No rebound because it'll be a turnover. We'll start to see some new faces.
Melissa Newley in. And we'll run down the rest of them as we go here.
Sammy Johnson is still in.
Caitlin Glockner is in for Springville.
Underneath to Newley and out of bounds. It'll be tipped. Okay, tipped by Burlington, so it'll stay Springville basketball. Shot from 4 foot is tipped, missed. Rebound again and put back. Second shot, third shot won't go. And finally, Lynch clears it away for the Nikes. Myers is going to push it up and get the basketball again. Go inside to Lynch. Doesn't even really look to turn around and score.
Yeah, I think she felt the defender on the backside, and she knew she had one in the front, too. So
Lynch averaging 15 points a game. She has 5.
And even this late in the game with the lead, they're keeping 2 on her when she gets it.
And Burlington now, I think they're just kind of passing it around, too. Waiting for that open 3, and it won't be there. Rebound chased down by Alyssa Yeager, who hit the game-winning free throws against Newell Fonda last year in the championship game. As Springville takes a timeout to just get the new substitutions in. As we are at 54-16 is your score, 2:24 to play. For Mid-American Energy, who helped keep families safe. To learn more, visit midamericanenergy.com. And also from the Iowa pork producers, from focusing on food safety to promoting animal care, protecting Iowa's natural resources to enhancing the quality of life in their communities. Iowa pig farmers are doing it right. To learn more, visit iowapork.org.
So Burlington Notre Dame made 144 threes coming into this, so they're shooting probably 5 a game or something like that, averages out, and today haven't made one. Just everything offensively has been tough for them after that first quarter.
And now they're shooting 15% from the field, too. So when the shots don't go, the shots don't go. Rebound, Springville. That's Sammy Johnson. She'll go to the line at the 2-minute mark.
Fouls on Burlington Notre Dame, number 34, Alyssa Trail. Her first, team foul number 9.
As the foul is called on
Alyssa Trail.
Alyssa Trail.
A freshman.
Free throw is good by Johnson. Burlington Notre Dame will lose Johanna Myers. She's a senior. And also Emma Lynch. So the 1-2 combo there. That is a bunch of your scoring. But there's other girls that have had significant time on the floor coming back for Coach Myers next season.
Kylie Hanshaw in for Springville. Yeah, this is one of those where you toe the line there.
Good acrobatic just to keep it in. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound will go off of Springville and stay the Burlington Notre Dame way. So coming up next is Kingsley Pearson and Marquette Catholic. That'll be your contest.
Set to go at 11:45.
And I think they'll make that time.
Yeah.
In fact, I think we're going to have the teams not being able to come on the floor right away. But it's not like the state track meet where it's get ahead, stay ahead. They don't start a game early.
Nope.
Because if you're coming 3 hours to watch a game, we don't want that game starting early.
And for Burlington Notre Dame, sometimes you have these frustrating games when you come to the state tournament. Well, the thing you got to know is you came to the state tournament. You made it here, and, there's 8 teams out of your class that get here. And sometimes you have those games where it doesn't go so well. You know, you hate it when it's the opening game because you only get to play one. But, you know, it doesn't diminish what they've done through the season.
And you've made it in fifth. You made 5 straight state tournament appearances. I mean, that's nothing to hang your hat on. Final 45 seconds now as Springville will have it. No need to pressure a shot as they're up by 40. Just look them to dribble it out here for 30 seconds. Coach Nate Sanderson and company will come back on Thursday morning at 10 o'clock. As the Nikes get the board and get the loose one. Looking for a little contact here. The fans still into it.
Yeah, they want them to shoot it right away.
5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. She didn't want to shoot it. And won't get it off. Springville rolls 56-16. A 12-point fourth quarter. Good defense by Springville as the Nikes only scored 6 points in quarters 2, 3, and 4 combined.
Yeah, and that 12-2 run offensively for Springville in late in the second quarter kind of did it. It kind of pushed them out there, and then they just never let Burlington Notre Dame get back into the game here offensively, and they move on to the semifinals on Thursday.
You can tell Springville wants to do they're looking to go 3 in a row, but first they have to get 2 in a row. And they've done a pretty good job so far. We're going to go over to public address and have our post-game presentation.
Archie Berger and Karen Brown. Congratulations to head coach Jim Myers and the Nikes from Burlington Notre Dame on an outstanding basketball season. Hey, Springville fans, your team advances to the Class 1A semifinal game where they will face the winner of Marquette Catholic and Kingsley Pearson on Thursday, March 2nd at 10 a.m.
Quick rundown of statistics here. Michaela Nahazel, 17 points for the Orioles, 15 for Riley Menster, 8 for Nicole Kane, 11 for Maddie Wagaman, and 2 for Sammy Johnson. The Nikes tonight, 8 from Haley Blythe, 7 for Emma Lynch, and 2 for Kaylin Homebrecker. And that'll do it for the Nikes, who will finish the season 19-7. The Orioles improved to 23-2. And we'll get to go home, go to school, sleep in their own beds for a couple of days, practice on their own gym, and come back for a chance to play in the title game.
How tough is that when you go home and you're thinking about that? Can you study it all when you're – but of course they've been used to it too, and they know how it is. And I guess when you get to practice, then you get to work on that energy and get preparing for the next game.
All right, and speaking of said next game, since we are just a little bit ahead of time, you'll be able to watch a live feed of the arena, but you won't hear anything. It's not that we have any audio problems.
Well, we're going to have a guest here.
We're going to We're going to do this now?
Yeah, you want to bring him in now?
Should we bring him in now?
Yeah, I'll step out.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll have a special guest when we come back. You're watching the state tournament from Des Moines here on CISN.
Hey, it's annual enrollment for most Iowa HealthLink members. If you signed up in April last year, you can change plans or keep things the way they are. Have you heard about it?
Yeah, I'll probably check out all the plans again. I'm thinking about switching. I just want to make some healthy changes this year. Who do you have?
I'm staying with AmeriGroup. I get all the regular benefits plus lots of extras. Rewards for getting checkups and free Weight Watchers.
Wow, that sounds great. I'm going with AmeriGroup too.
Choose AmeriGroup. Call 1-800-338-8366 today.
This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream of a better tomorrow, of a smarter way to do business or live, of perseverance and progress. We inspire it in others. We challenge the conventional, reimagine what it means to be better, and then dare ourselves to make it great. This is Iowa. And here, we don't just dream, we make history.
Honesty, integrity, hard work. discipline.
Hi, I'm Greg Schottenkirk, and for over 50 years, our dealerships have been built on these principles.
I'm Doug DeArmond, managing partner. For the last 12 years, we've shown Waukee a new way of doing business.
And now we're going to show Ford buyers in Indianola the same way.
Introducing the all-new Schottenkirk Ford in Indianola. Schottenkirk Ford of Indianola. Now 2 stores and 1 name to better serve you. SchottenkirkFord.com.
Miss your hometown clothing store? The one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us, or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing, your size, your style, we've got it all.
Hey.
Welcome back inside Wells Fargo Arena, and we are between games 1 and 2, getting Dar ready for the matchup. Well, it gives us an opportunity to talk to Joe Segrist, head coach of the West Des Moines Valley Tigers. Coach, good to have you here.
Thanks, Paul.
What do you do? Just take the whole week off of school, or do you have your kids here on a field trip and I just don't see them?
No, I just try to come get acclimated. I get a professional day thanks to Mr. Rose and my administration. So just try to see the surroundings and see what's new and exciting here for our girls on Wednesday.
But you're no stranger to coming here. You've brought a team. You did not have a team here last year, but you did the year before. You got a pretty darn good squad that's coming in. When are you going to bring them down to let them get acclimated?
I think they'll be sprinkled out, with these evening games throughout the week, and then we've got a Wednesday planned for them that's pretty neat, with getting out of school about a half day and then going to lunch together, and then shoot around at Drake University, the Knapp Center, to get a little feel of an arena.
I don't think Hannah Fuller likes that place, does she at all? Does she know her way around that place?
Yeah,
I would imagine she would.
She's going to fit in real well there.
Yeah, that's a heck of a squad that she'll be joining next season. For you, you win your regional final game on a Tuesday night. Kind of walk me through what you did for the next couple of days, because it's not easy. You got a lot of demands, a lot of requests.
Right. There's a lot. That next day we kind of soak it all in and take the night off because our girls work so hard night in and night out, and we demand a lot out of them as far as their speed and just what they exude on the floor. So we took that day off, had a pretty hard workout on Thursday then, and then Friday was just getting a lot of shots up. Took Saturday off, and then we're Sunday, Monday, Tuesday in preparation for Wednesday.
Well, you had to fill out a couple of forms that the unions asked on media's behalf, and I can tell you they're very much appreciated. Some of the stories, you've got girls that have played for their mothers or grandmothers have been here to the state tournament. That's all part of that atmosphere here. I mean, you've been in Iowa almost 10 years now.
Right.
So I mean, we're starting to get you acclimated to being one of us.
It is. It's a big family, and there's so many family trees that go off of that big family. And I just love how the girls' union runs this tournament. I just tweeted out that it's the most special week to be a part of. And, I don't sleep real well leading into it because your wheels are always turning, trying to figure out something to give your team an edge. So.
Right. Well, it's too bad you don't know anything about that opponent that you have on Wednesday, right? West Des Moines Dowling Catholic is your opponent. You played once in the regular season. You got them in the regular season, but when you come here and step on this floor, it's a different animal.
Yeah, they've got a couple D1 prospects themselves and a post that's tough for us to guard because we don't have anybody above 5'10", and then a dynamic freshman and Caitlin Clark. So I think she had 18 points in the third quarter against us at home. So they're tough to match up with both inside and out, and we're going to have to do a good job defensively.
And you've played pretty much everybody in your field because you've played Iowa City West. You play Waukee on a regular basis, Dowling. You did not play City High or Cedar Falls, but you did play Johnston and Indianola.
Right.
So you know the whole field except for two.
Right.
But you're not worrying about those other two right now.
No, it's the game right in front of us. You got to win that quarterfinal game to move on. I mean, I love our team. I like where we're at. I like how we're playing. We've won 14 straight leading into the state tournament. I think that's second longest streak to undefeated Indianola. So Yeah, I love where we're at. I love our 5 seniors, and I think we have a real good shot if we play well.
All right, very good. Well, we'll let you go and kind of go find a different place to sit, although it's tough to beat right here. So Joe Segrist, head coach of the West Des Moines Valley Tigers, and they will play Wednesday right here on CISN. Their game tips off at 5 o'clock against Dowling Catholic. Coach, thank you so very much for joining us. We'll take a break, and game number 2 coming your way right after this.
Spring has arrived at the all-new Fireplace Superstore. Drop in and check out all the new 2017 patio furniture. At Fireplace Superstore, you will find Central Iowa's most complete outdoor furniture selection for your deck and patio, including gas and charcoal grills, fire pits, and wicker furniture. Get in on the early spring savings going on now. Fireplace Superstore has been creating your outdoor style for over 35 years. Fireplace Superstore just west of Homeacres on Douglas in Urbandale.
Ask anyone you know, they will tell you the best meat comes from Fairway. We take pride in our meat counter and choose nothing but the best choice beef for our customers. From ribeyes to ribs, chicken to brats, we have them all. From grilling season to crock-pot weather, we have you covered. Fairway, best at choice beef.
It's Truck Month at the all-new Schottenkirk Ford in Indianola. Get $12,000 off select new F-150s and a 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. $12,000 off select new F-150s. Or get 0% for 72 months. To bulk up fresh local trades, Schottenkirk Ford is in a position to give you more for your trade. The Schottenkirk Experience, now available in Indianola. The all-new Schottenkirk Ford of Indianola. SchottenkirkFord.com.
Thanks for watching our live coverage of the 2017 Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament on Central Iowa Sports Network. You can check CISN.TV for a replay of this game. The free coverage of today's game brought to you on CISN by Mid-American Energy, CenturyLink, Atlantic Coca-Cola Bottling Company, and the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. That's all for now from Wells Fargo Arena in downtown Des Moines. Thanks for watching our live coverage of the